And now that you know when you should use the nominative, let's look at what do certain articles and pronouns look like in this case. You will see that in the nominative, the words stay in their basic form, just like you will find them in the dictionary. The nominative doesn't change the words at all. It has no special superpowers. It's like the superhero, but before he puts his cape on, a basic civilian. That's why in our little story, we will present the nominative with Peter, a basic, everyday, regular guy. He has no special superpowers. Think of him as Peter Parker before he turns into your friendly neighborhood Spider Man, or Bruce Wayne before he turns into the Dark Knight. The words don't change in the nominative and stay in their basic, everyday, civilian form. Okay, let's check the articles in the nominative. First, let's take a look at the definite articles der, die, and das. You know them, right? Before we continue with anything else, we need to check that you know that we have three different genders of nouns in German: masculine, feminine, and neutral. And no, that doesn't mean that the masculine noun has to speak in a lower voice and have a lot of muscles, or that a feminine noun wears pink, or that the neutral noun is indifferent. We are talking about the grammatical gender, and each and every noun in German has its own. It's something that is best to learn by heart right away when learning the noun. So, for example, instead of learning the word Apfel as apple, learn der Apfel or die Banane or das Ei. It will make your life so much easier because without knowing the gender of a noun, it's impossible to decline it. Besides the three genders, we will also have plural nouns. And yes, that means that there will be more than one of the same thing. Plural, right? So back to our definite articles in the nominative. Der for masculine, die for feminine, das for neutral, and die for plural. These are the definite articles in the nominative. Der, die, das. Examples, please. Wo ist der Bus? Das ist die Blume. Hier steht das Haus. Die Schuhe sind gelb. Ein is the nominative form of the indefinite article. Ein. Plural has no indefinite article, remember? But instead of that, we will use the negative pronoun kein to show the plural forms. Ein alter Mann wohnt hier. Hier liegt eine Katze. Der Elefant ist ein großes Tier. Hier sind keine Tiere. Do you know the difference between the definite and indefinite article in German? The definite article der, die, or das is used when we know exactly which person or thing we are talking about. It's the equivalent of the in English, except that in German we have three of them. Ich esse die Banane. I'm eating the banana. Exactly this one that's right in my hand. The indefinite article ein is used when we don't know exactly which person or thing we are talking about. It can be any of its kind, and it's the equivalent of the English a or an. Ich möchte eine Banane essen. I want to eat a banana. Not a specific banana. I just feel like eating the fruit and would eat any of them. Back to our declensions. Negative and possessive pronouns. If you learned the indefinite article eine, and ein, I have good news for you. A lot of other articles and pronouns will look exactly the same way, not only in the nominative, but in all the other cases as well. So, if you remembered the declension of the indefinite article, you already know much, much more. Let's take a look. For example, the negative article kein, keine, kein. Das ist ein Hund. Das ist kein Hund. Das ist keine Katze. Das ist keine Katze. We just added the K in front of it. Or the possessive pronouns mein, dein, sein. We are just changing the first letter. Das ist mein Hund. Das ist dein Hund. Das ist sein Hund. Easy peasy. Do you still know the possessive pronouns? Ich, mein. Du, dein. Er, sein. Sie, ihr. Es, sein. Wir, unser. Ihr, euer. Sie, ihr. Sie, ihr. If you are unfamiliar with the German possessive pronouns, then please take a moment to repeat them and their meaning. If you need help with that, check out my full beginner course, where you will get a good overview of them, but also a lot of other topics as well.